Alrighty. Enforcing the penalty for the offense would mean clearing the rest of the bracket for himself. Collusion. What's going on, Jaxie? Given that it was paired against me to start, and I didn't know the start time until the day of, he already got a free win off of me. He doesn't need any more free wins. Ugh. All right, all aboard the struggle bus. Let's limp along, shall we? My quest continues. We've got only 5 things left. Hate bolts. I don't like you. I don't like you anymore. I hate bolts. I can't trust them. I think maybe we'll try and go into Gates of Helheim, maybe some Knightly Oath, grab Mystic Memory along the way, and maybe at the very end, we'll Mystic Power and hate bolts. But if we're lucky, we could find some arcane accelerators. I guess to open, let's go with, Yeah, I just like Magic Missile. I just like Magic Missile. It's as simple as that. Collect my prizes and see what we got coming up. Hey, Magic Missile, I like that spell. Discs. Discs. Nothing would benefit from Radius in our desired collection. A slimy Iron Imp, though, is not the bad idea. Slimy buddies can pull a lot of aggro. Let's reroll. Orb of Corruption could be fun. I like corrupting some orbs. Snake and Great Mushrooms are super easy peasy, though. Well, let's get an Orb of Corruption. Chaos Spell. A nice heart. Try and poison stuff. Get out of here. Sir. Sorry, I really must insist. 5 casts left. Obviously, we have more than 5 here. Coaching's allowed. But both parties are active participants. It doesn't interfere with the integrity of the match. The chat's been clowning on Alias for how scuffed the tournament is. In his defense, it's a rather large event. He has no professional background in event organizations. Yeah, you just kind of put it together. I mean, he's doing a better job than I would have done. He should be proud of what he's done here. Winterlinks, Icy Cruciform. Come on, give me an Arcane Accelerator. You know you wanna. Fire into physical or physical into arcane. Ring of Magnetic Charisma. Jar of Embers. That Magnetic Charisma is probably the direction we want to go in. Especially if we're doing Helheim, we could just have a little extra spawner on the map. Let's do it. Alright, that's my mantis spawner right there. Eh. Go get him, buddy! Oh, he died. Come on, Mantis. Get out there and make waves. You just slammed into a dude and died. That's the opposite of what I said. Yeah, he's just getting prepared for the next tournament. This is a warm-up tournament. Spawner on spawner. Who's gonna win? I'll put myself in the middle. If I die, I die. My spawner won. Goddamn right. Mischief, Blastmaker, Erebus. Blastmaker could be fun. At least for a little while. But then we have to deal with Silent Specters, who I don't really want to deal with. Not too many of them, though. I think this is a reroll. Oh, now I'm sad I didn't take the Jar of Embers. We could have had Jar of Embers and then Jar of Quicksilver. We're on our way to getting all the jars here. And every jar run. Cats, maggots, evil fairy. Steel spider, displacer beast, cultist. This one, I get a teleporter. I like having extra teleporters until I decide on my translocation experience. And which spawner do I want to be my spawner? Cultists are weak sauce. I'd rather have displacer beasts on my team. That's right. My spawner. Just go ahead and misclick there. Sir, I wasn't paying attention. Not cool. Just let the cultist kind of blow herself up. Alright, got my displacer beast. There are no more spooters. And in this spawner versus spawner match, I'm feeling pretty good. In that they kill themselves trying to kill my displacers. Actually, they seem very evenly locked. Maybe I'll have to help a little bit. More than evenly. There we go. Much better. Some scales I don't want, a ruby heart. Dark into arcane, poison into electric, electric into poison, poison into fire. Yeah, the cultists had range on their side, which is cheating, really, when you get right down to it. Reroll. Portal key. Yeah, portal key. Enemies wise, we got satyrs, firebombers, hellhounds, and raven mages. So our magic missile's gonna have to work pretty hard. Got two teleporters. Alright, so teleporter number 1. Never victoried, Helheim. Range is cheating. The English knew that when they invented the longbow. I don't even care if I'm blind. Don't stop me. You think I care I'm blind? Going on, Nara? Go, my army. Hi, you're tired? Yeah, me too. I'm very tired. Did not sleep good. And probably more than half my coffee ended up on my floor, as opposed to inside of me. Which is not, really not the effective way to drink coffee. I prefer it in me. Oh, lame, yes. And while I did make a delicious food yesterday that I'll also get to eat for dinner today, I did burn myself in the process. And it's bugging me. Bugging me! Owies! Right there. It's my boo-boo! Let's re-roll. Yeah, let's re-roll. Veil Piercer's Monocle. I do like you. Getting some nice clarity. Not a lot to get to me, but dropping food on the floor is enough to almost make me cry. Yeah, like... Basically... I was sleepily doing my dailies in Magic, and I took my coffee from my primary hand and put it in my secondary hand, and I had a bit of a coughing fit, and as I was like bringing my coffee back over, it hit the arm of my chair and just collapsed on the floor beside me. So most of it on hardwood, so not too bad, but also a good chunk of it on the carpet on my floor. My rug. Not carpet, rug. Which is just annoying. But now my room's going to smell like hazelnut coffee for a while. Which, I mean, as far as things smelling like something, could go worse. Coffee carpet. And we're out of eggs. I was like, maybe I'll go shopping, and I looked outside and it was raining. I'm like, no, I'm not going out. So I opened a box of pastina, got everything ready for it, looked down, and noticed there was a moth corpse inside my pastina. So I had to throw that box away, open another box, poured half of it into a measuring cup, checked it thoroughly, it was good, cooked it, and then while I'm putting the second half of the box away, like in the process of it shaking, like another moth corpse kind of comes up, and it's like, come on! But I checked the half I ate, so I know it was good. But god damn it. And like, these were boxes that were not kept on a shelf. Like, it's a box of pasta that was in a sealed Tupperware. So it's just like, they must have been like this in the grocery store. Otherwise, a pantry moth not only managed to make it inside 2 boxes of pasta, but inside of a Tupperware that I kept them in. So it's much more likely that this was just a bad batch from the grocery store. Fucking how, right? What's going on, Queens? That's why, like, my opening crawl was like, the temptation to just be like, nah, I'm taking the day off was very high. It was like, I was defeated before it even began. Yes, that's pretty much what happens. Like, when it comes to weevils, I think they're called, pantry moths, a bunch of things. Like, they kind of just, they make it through the process, and they kind of hatch, grow, and die in the packaging. Like, it's in the sauce box in the Discord. I made stromboli. It was very tasty. It's very delicious, but I did burn myself while making it. Hey, I'm glad you are feeling better, Queens. I'm glad you're feeling better. Meanwhile, I'm talking about how my day's been garbage. I'm glad you're doing good. Oh. Those are good spoilers. Like, if the plan is to do Gates of Helheim, moving around is going to be pretty important. So we're probably going to want to, like, be teleporting. Lightning artists. Worst I burnt myself was on the actual, like, coil of the oven. That sucked. Best of luck, Queens. Rough. Well, I'm glad it's better now. Yeah. Oh. It's a hateful looking level. Maybe I don't need the veil piercer that bad. .45 health is the annoying part there. If I had an arcane accelerator, I would definitely choose this one, but I don't. Still have one teleporter for an emergency. Shit, they're quickened. This is the one problem with Gates of Helheim. It's like, the enemies will just body them hard. If we're lucky, we got a couple of friends out. There we go. This is our front line now. Hold the line! We got one unit spawner in the back row back there. Our back line, they're in the enemy lines. Enemy territory. Me am talk good. I'm gonna let you guys handle the rest. So, like, shielded minions would help. But really, Arcane Accelerator is the best help we could hope for. Monkey Skull Amulet. Not gonna help us. That's portal key here. So we got Nothing particularly helpful. Not the worst floor, but a lot of frost spew can be frustrating. Wound, rot, amulet, living flag. So nothing I want. Let's reroll. Oh, today is Super Hobbit's birthday, by the way. So I assume we'll see them later for Sunday Funday. But now you know. Wish that adorable munchkin a happy birthday. Alright, leaning toward golden stopwatch floor. Although we do have 2 wizard floors to choose from. And those would be pretty simple. Wizard floor 1. Yeah, I should probably just wish him 1,000 happy birthdays to make sure he understands. Teleporter and a chaos spell and a ruby heart, and the floor is just a bunch of wizards, and I will spam my gates of Helheim. This seems like the winning floor. I do think I want artists, because when we get to crowded floors and we get to people spawning lots of little guys, artists are going to wreck house. All right. Good luck, enemy wizards. He's trying to fight back, but it's not working out. Jar of Quicksilver. Holy Staff. Now, Terracotta Legion banner. If it's on or adjacent to a wall, it gains the clay modifier. That could be pretty strong. If we can get the blood one, ooh-wee. But having a clay spawner could be real good. Of course, it's on a floor where can't, you know, use that effect. There's like 16 floor tiles total. Alright, enemies are not too scary. We have some fleshbound bastards. The real range is coming from our Hellhound Leapers. The enemies are pretty weak though, so that's nice. Yeah, Breath Stealers are pushovers, but they are liches. I feel like that Terracotta Legion banner would be a real nice grab for us. Plus, we can Chaos Spell. That way, if things are looking even a little gnarly, we're just like, nah, not our problem anymore. Yeah, I miss the cold. I hate people walking in being like, isn't it so nice outside? And like, I disagree. I don't like it. I actively miss cold weather. Let me just misclick 1,000 times. That's good. No. Come on, team, spawn. You can't make me use a goddamn teleporter again. think it is time I learned how to teleport. Blink is usually the direction we want to go. But Big Boy teleport's good too. Only get the one charge though, but we get to go so far. Yeah, like it's well known around my circles, like people are like, oh, Chris doesn't like this weather. But not everyone knows it, so people come in and they're just like, isn't it beautiful out? I'm so sorry you have to be inside. Like, no, I hate it out there. I actively desire to be cold. Cold and snowing and overcast. I'll accept rain as well. Anything other than sunny and warm, please. Think Thunderblink. Stunning people is good. Schwam. Who stunned me? Only I'm allowed to do that. Good work, team. Terracotta Legion banner. All right. Ugly Curse Doll. That's a good way to get myself killed. Not that we have any holy minions. So that's a no. Maybe. Exactly. We're the sane ones. Crowded level of zombies. What a hateful place. Let's portal key again. Time pipe. If only this desk were a time desk. Reroll. Just a furnace. Interesting floor. We're never gonna see walls again. Dark into poison, dark into arcane, poison into arcane, poison into fire. You know? In all honesty, like, he has a long distance to cover, and we could just fill the level with our buddies. What was that noise? Oh! That's right, we're done. Ding! Like, wait, whoa. Whoa, that was a hard floor. Woo! Oh, my. Oh, didn't think I was gonna make it through that one. One of the only things I own in this run is a Ring of Magnetic Charisma. And that is one of the few construct 3x3 enemies. So I spawned in the level, he instantly joined my team, no more enemies present, floor over. Good stuff, good stuff. Death Chiller? No. No, thank you. no. I guess. Oh, sweet God. It's all Grand Warlocks. That's so many Grand Warlocks. Horrible. All of these floors are terrible. Except there's no walls in the actual, like, arena we're fighting in. These are pits. The walls are on the outside edge. How many we were gonna take every turn that we are alive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7. So 14 damage a turn, not counting the AoE damage from all of the burning satyrs. And then worm eggs are gonna spawn. Yeah, no. Absolutely not. This floor also sucks in different ways. But it's probably the least horrible. So let's stand on this. And pop an Orb of Corruption. Wow! Alright, that's not too bad. I'm getting a free ruby heart, a new exit. That satyr have a martini? Hell yeah, he did. They're drinkers. Just 2 wizards. So 2 free spell points. And a ruby heart. Can you make a martini with wine? No. I mean, I say no, but maybe. I don't know. I'm no mixologist. Question is, do I want to drink my mana potion or spend some spell points before engaging with these two? And what's our new exit we spawned here? You don't seem like a new exit to me. Grand Warlocks and Enchanters. Yeah, I got plenty of mana potions. Like, I'm not too worried about it. Clay Elf Spawner, yeah. Hell yeah. This is the same one. Why was it closed? We didn't get any new exits, I guess. That's kind of a bummer. That was partially a Hail Mary on my end. It's like, yeah, we'll get a new one. Alright, so we're going there. We don't need them to be artists yet. So we might instead want to invest in other stuff. We certainly are healthy. Like, we could take some Knightly Oath. But then we take 40 holy damage whenever a knight dies, man. But the knights are pretty sweet. Alright, Gates of Helheim. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We want minion damage to go up. I don't think Thunderlord helps with minion stuff. Nope. But Conjuration does. Make our minions shoot further, have more health, do more damage. Boop. You know, if we make them arcane instead... Let's say we go with arcane instead. That lets us put void spikes on them. If we were to take shielded minions, they would be getting 3 additional shields on top of the one they already have. Actually, I think they'll have extra if we make them arcane Fey Elves. Yeah, they would have 6 shields. So void spikes would be nice on them. Obviously, having them get extra shields mean we do sonic shielding. We take Void Lord, our magic missile gets better, and our sonic shielding gets better. And then when we take our knights, we can go with Void Knight. They'll have 5 shields. Yeah, Void Court. Get our Void champion. Alright. I think we have a bit of a plan here. You're a construct. Whenever an ally dies, deal 9 fire damage to a random enemy 3 tiles away. We are going to summon a bunch of people right away, so that's not the worst. Not seeing enough clay, friends. I'm seeing too many trees starting to come together as well. Alright, they're starting to clean up. So if we can get an Arcane Accelerator, we'll have a situation where wide open levels are powerful because we can make our spawners pump out minions very quickly. And then if we have mazy levels, we get clay minions. So we are set up in a way where if we could just find one more thing, any kind of level layout is strong. Like, we saw this one's wide open. We got almost no clay minions because they're just not spawning near the walls. On the mazy level earlier, we got exclusively clay minions. So an Arcane Accelerator would be really good. Like, really, really good. Ooh, actually. Explosive Spore Manual might be pretty cracked as well. Let's say we take Explosive Spore Manual and Natural Healing. You and all living allies heal 5 HP. What's that, Alf? You are living? That's 5 health for every minion every turn. Rifting in this economy. Easy button. 3 deal 50% of arcane damage dealt to enemies as lightning damage. Ooh. Ah, ooh. Ooh, ah, ooh. So we're gonna have Fey Elves. They're gonna do lightning bolts. Not arcane, unfortunately. So arcane damage redealt is lightning damage. However... Oh, right. We need lightning damage, we realize it's arcane damage. It's the wrong kind of hat. Someday I'll see Chris play Nine Kings. I did play The King is Watching the other day, but you're right. I do need to get back into Nine Kings. They did have an update. Maybe after this run, depending on, I don't know what time Sunday Funday starts, but if we have any time between this and Sunday Funday, I will do Nine Kings. I promise you. And heck, maybe tomorrow we'll do Nine Kings too. Alright, no word on the Sunday Funday front. I've almost beat all the 9 King quests. Yeah, some of those quests are hard. But yeah, I do want to get back into the quest mode. I guess I'll just take a hat for now. We're not doing blood. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, Explosive Spore Manual is a way to make all of our units very healthy, and I think that's the direction I want to go. Just take the hat, why not? I've seen a lot. I just like it. You want Cud, you say? I do need to start a new Cud run. Like, I've been wanting to do that mod pack the developers assembled out of the community mods for a while now. After that event they had. The mod challenge they did. It sounds like a very fun collection of mods where every object is just sentient in the world. That's on my list. Yeah, let's take Explosive Spore Manual. How bad will this be? Oh god, Silent Spectres. This actually looks kind of bad. Kind of rather bad. Silent Spectres, their effect goes through walls. I mean, Opportunity did release a preview build of Rift Wizard 3, but it's only for internal testing and working on. I can't show you that. That's against the rules. I'm very excited though. One day I will be allowed to show it. It's very good. Is it worth it? Is it worth the suffering this floor will take to get my Explosive Spore Manual? Blood slimes, bat dragons. It's the infernal guys that are also part of this problem here. I don't think I'm going there. I don't think you can beat the Silent Spectres. Like, the problem's going to be, if I'm silenced, I'm not making units, and my units themselves can be silenced. Like, this is going to be a nightmare. And I only have 2 emergency teleports, and if they silence me, blinks out of it. I don't have the Oculus, so we can't rely on that. That's why I was so excited when I saw that Oculus last time. Re-roll. Veil Piercer's Monocle, rather. Slimy Flame Toad. Restless Dead isn't the worst spell to have as a little, like, assist. I think we'll try and get ourselves a buddy. Old Thunderbones. From downtown. Not a lot of survivors so far. Oh boy. Are there any? We got 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, we got a little streak here. Okay. As long as some of them are alive. And what spawner did I swing to my side? I'm not actually sure yet. My blink is a lightning spell. I'd rather not show them any lightning spells. But they're just temporary. No, my babies. 13 turns. You know what? You get one. Witness that. I'm gonna hang out with my cool children up here. Yeah. Looking good. I'll take a slimy flame toad. And it's over. Okay, at 12 here. Gates of Helheim. Let's get the arcane tag on it. And then shielded minions. You know what? They're already shielded. I think I'll take Sonic shielding first. And then we just really want to take Void Lord. Get that going right away. Fanged Amulet. Physical damage equal to the sum of all spent. Nope, blood stuff. Oozing scale armor, though. Hard to say no to oozing scale armor. Oh, look at that. Electric vampires. Just some blood slimes coming up down this hallway. Very healthy ogre, though. I will get troubled there. And I want this for the oozing scale armor. I have 2 teleports and blink. I think this is an okay floor. How are you in the wall? How are you in the wall there? I mean, that's good. Like, they can spawn 3 tiles away. Oh, sir. No, 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 no. You've got a chaos ball? That's not cool. Ten imps. Okay. Obviously, the upper half is all my stuff. So that worked out well. With 3 blinks, can I, like, get around the problem? Hell yeah, I can. While you've been trying to get to me, I've turned this entire level into my level. Good day to you. The only problem is you guys do lightning and dark. Something these vampires do not respect. Which means it's entirely up to me to kill the vampires. Alright. Running low on casts here. What's left? 2 more vampires? Let me go get my armor. Oozing scale armor. Thank you. Pop. No. Do not run. Oh, there he is. Got a little crowded. Bark Lord, Infernal Butterfly Demon, Ruby Heart, Ruby Heart. Ruby Heart with a portal key. How awful is this floor? Could be worse, could be better. Just give it a reroll. Disintegrator. Or Righteous March. Whenever an enemy dies to holy damage... No, we're not doing enough holy. But I mean, Disintegrator. We're obviously letting these guys do most of the work, but like I like Disintegrator. Especially after we take Void Lord. We can always make our magic missile do some good work with a quick disperse grab. The other option, though, is getting a sigil. We're already doing summons. Flaming eyeballs. No. False prophets. No. Void drakes? Honestly, not the most exciting sigils. I think... as long as the floor is not totally horrible. Gonna be a lot of dogs, gonna be a lot of papers. And what about you? Oh, this is like also a lot of dogs, but every dog will turn into 9 imps. So, no, I think I'll go with the OG flavor of dog. Got another old Thunderbones, a lot of Void Toads. Disintegrator. 157 health. All right, we got a little pocket. That's gonna be the front line, I think. Try and get back there and support my troops. Getting a little crowded, though. With things that don't work for me. No, the turn's happening. Although, once again, butterflies. Totally immune to lightning, totally immune to dark. Butterflies. Why you gotta be like this? Got a box packed up? Your back's killing you? Yeah, packing and moving sucks. So I can only hurt the butterflies with fireballs. Although every time they hurt one of my shielded minions, they are taking damage. And if I could just kind of ignore them and pick up a few more bips and bops. A couple more spell points will turn that little bit of damage every time they hurt one of my dudes into a lot of damage. There we go. So Sonic Shielding right now is doing 1 arcane damage, 1 physical damage, and 2 turns of silence on anyone that breaks their shields. We buy Void Lord. Now they're taking 9 physical and 9 arcane damage. Huge upgrade. Look at that. They butterflies went from not dying to dead. That was the big change we needed. Now my magic missile does 19 damage per shot. Mothman's the ultimate, like, can we power through something completely immune to the damage types we're doing? I'd rather not find out that way. Now this looks like a floor that would suck because everything is fleshbound. Give it a reroll. What do we got? Scaly Crystal. This looks alright. This looks quite fine, in fact. Like, the dark immunity's fine. They'll take the lightning damage. This guy's awful, but whatever. If I spawn here, the closest is going to be Bone Knight spawner. Let's go. Oh yeah. Alright, my children are popping out of their little houses. My little slime toad is plugging up the entrance for me. I'll just take pot shots at fools while my army slowly decimates the middle ranks. That was a flash of light. That was Disintegrator going off. silenced. So what we got? A clutch of spawners here. That's what survived. Get him, team. What you doing, Froggy? Oh, of course, liches. That would be a problem. Oh, clay slime gonna burrow through the level. It's over. Yeah, you guys just mop up. Ow, who shot me? Ow! Taking pot shots from across the map. Energy Night Sigil. That's a... Ooh, Fey Queen, even. I might take a Fey Queen. Spawner. I really just want an Arcane Accelerator. It's like they don't exist when I want them. And when I don't want them, they're all I find. We could spawn up here. A lot of liches, which are annoying. Give me that Nightly Oath. Oh, we don't have any channeled spells, but I could take a channeled spell just so we can Mystic Memory back Helheim. There's some cheap channels we can grab. Ooh, and Shield of Memories? Alright. Is this the real Alias Gaming himself? I would have won that tournament if Alias didn't make it super early in the morning and, like, sabotage it. He didn't tell me what time was going to be when I signed up. And then conveniently, after we had a conversation about how, like, oh yeah, you know, I'm not awake at these hours. I can now, I picture him now when we're on that voice call. He's, like, scribbling notes. It's like, alright, start it while he's asleep. Make sure I'm against him in the bracket. I know. I know. I know how that sick bastard thinks. Alright, 4 more turns and we'll get ourselves a Void Court. 4 more turns, 4 more spell points. And a Fey Queen would go hard. A lot of healing from that. Yeah, Evil Fairies will heal us a bunch. Go, my knights! Alright, we definitely have a clear back line that we're gonna be producing our minions from. And I will come back here to support my units. Oh boy. The Nightly Oath unfortunately does cost you a good chunk of health, huh? Pump them out! Make more minions! Whose phylactery is that? You can hover over a unit, and it'll show you, there it is. It'll show you which phylactery is there, but you can't hover over phylactery to see who it belongs to. Yeah. And you don't have one. All right, people. I should really try and get myself a healing potion. I feel like that would help. More gates. Gonna have to do a bit of a pincer here. Oh, you know what? Still have one emergency teleporter. Alright, with the sheer numbers here, we're gonna be okay. I think I do want. They can't do much against Iron Buddies. I just need them to get hit by the Iron Buddies. But yeah, I'm here to try and finish the job on them. Stop healing, I saw that. Just need that sonic shielding to do work. Oh, I got one left down there. Oh my god, is one of my knights alive? That is nuts. Kinda thought you were dead, dude. Oh, he died and I lost a lot of health because of him. How much do you hurt for? Iron Gaze of 7. I'm at 35 health. How many turns? 2? Come on, make fairies heal me. Oh, that's the stuff. Much better. For people that are immune to both lightning and dark damage, we let sonic shielding slowly chip away at them. That's how we dealt with the butterflies on the other floor. Witch whistle. Chalice of Vine. It's portal key. Ooh, Storm Brood Tricksters would be excellent. As a freebie, that's pretty choice. Yeah, I think I'll even start with it. Land on it, teleport away. Alright, so I want to take Mystic Memory. And probably Shield Memories. Ew, Frost Spew. Ew, Fear Faces. Golden Skulls with a lot of radius as well. Man. I guess they're only level 4. Like, I could get that right now if I really wanted it. Probably a reroll. Lightning Arcane Dark Conjuration. Yeah, the reroll. Okay, golden stuff. Hey, ruby hearts. Discs. Storm troll armor. Not much. Woof. It's that leap that's gonna frustrate me. It's probably not that one. I don't want any of this stuff. Don't particularly want any of this, but Helm of Hexes. We are debuffing, and my hat is useless. Helm of Hexes is pretty good then. Metallic Routing Zombies. Mostly immune to lightning, fully immune to dark. But not fully. I think I'll start over here. I want Mystic Memory, but let's first take Disperse. Delay tactics are important. It's gonna be quite the crowded level. Have any elves? There we go. A few have been born. They're trying. They're doing their best. What's going on, Tom? And what was Mystic Memories cost? Oh wait, not skills. 6. So expensive. Had dinner, you're sitting outside? In the fresh air? Gross. I mean, technically, that could take... Ah, Violent Warp is also 6. Boo. Sorry, my own spawner. Ah, it heals the damage back right away. I do like that we have our new fairies. They are healing us through a lot of troubles. So that's nice. And the lower portion of the screen is showing, it's slowly filling up with our minions only. You guys have shields? Good. Good. I should probably focus on this gentleman here. Immune to fire, immune to the dark. Just ping him with some magic missiles. God damn, how much do you heal? 8 HP per turn? Good golly. Gecko! Last 30 minutes of Game Jam, just made your final entry. Well done. What kind of game did you slam together? What did you jam? I might go on a excursion to grab one spell point so I could learn Mystic Memory. Like, I feel like we have a nice front here with fairies healing our elves. And then we have forces coming up in the rear. Yeah, we got some good stuff going on. It's of the naughty variety. We're all perverts here, you don't have to worry about that. Sci-fi monster builder thing. Very science, much technobabble. That sounds like one I would get behind. I would enjoy that. Oh, hold on.
Hello there.
There we go. Just a little bit lower. What's going on? How are you? A night run? It's largely a Gates of Helheim run, with some nightly support thrown in. Basically what we have is a run built around the premise of getting all the Never Victoried spells taken care of here. These are the last 5. And some of them I have won with before, like Gates of Helheim, Nightly Oath, and Hate Bolts. But the game updated after we won with those, so I have to win again. Just so you don't have to look at the Discord, Super will be ready in an hour? And Alias is still doing the tournament. Yeah, I figured Alias is probably like MIA today. How you doing, Krath? Any hints on what Super wants to do for his birthday? I wouldn't say no to more Helldivers, but I'm a sick monster and I can't stop playing. Just saw the pick, good. Oh, thank you. You won earlier as well. Well done. Once I win with these spells, if I can get all 5 of them, I'll have won the game with every spell in the game. And then my mission will be complete. A true 100% run of of Rift Wizard. Boy, I'm tired. Mystic Memory. The Centauri School of Magic. The Last Spell Fighter. Mystic Memory, you gave me back a bunch of stuff, but no Gates of Helheim, which is all I wanted you to give me. Come on. Land on Gates of Helheim. Every spell seems unlikely. There are bad ones. Oh. I wouldn't say there are bad spells. There's just very specific spells. But you can see, we've learned every spell before, and then Never Victoried is only show spells you've won the game with. And these are the last 5 for me. So if we win this run, these 3 are taken off the list. I'm gonna try and get these 2 before I'm done. Specifically, they're bad. Like, morally bad? Trying for no bad spells in Rift Wizard 3. So Blood Golem's not in the game? I'm sorry, Blood Golem. You know I love I don't love Blood Golem. I'm mean to Blood Golem because it deserves to be mean. It's not. Yeah! You can do runs around Blood Golem. It's just there are so many better ways to do the same stuff. It landed on Gates of Helheim, finally! Alright. But what about skills? If you're asking about have we won the game with every skill, yes. Skills are done. It's good in your dreams. We've completed the filters for skills. And then when it comes to Rift Wizard 3, as per the store page already reveals this, so I'm not revealing any new information, so I'm allowed to say it. No skills. You build skill-like things through equipments in the new crafting system in 3. Hypneon, thank you very much for that subscription. What's even happening? So we have a build put together here where essentially we are generating spawners that spawn minions for me. This is the lazy man's wizard experience, where instead of casting spells, we cast spells that make minions that then cast spells for me. So like, right here, this enemy spawner here is mine. Clay elf spawner. In 9 turns, it's going to spawn one of these guys, who will then fight for me. Because you're looking at a like end of the level experience, I understand. It'll be a lot cleaner when we start a new floor. But basically, what you're looking at here, if you see in the little corner of a minion, this little dot, plus sign square, and then plus sign dot, pulsing up and down, that symbol indicates that that is a minion that works for me. So pretty much all of this stuff is mine. And then the enemies are isolated to this little nook, and we're pushing in all around them to kill them. I'll help them by getting a little closer and summoning some knights to help fight. You can play this game without minions, but the spells that I have left on my never victoried list, 2 of them are summoning spells. And so we're doing it. We're doing summons. Let's Knightly Oath. And Knightly Oath. I lose 40 health for each one of these guys that dies, right? I just made how many? 3, 6, 9. They won't all die, right? Unless you play it, you won't understand it. This one, I think, you can parse it if I explain it first, which is why in the next floor I'll go a little slow. My preferred spawners are copper balls. I love spike ball manufacturers. We've done many a smiley face run. Although, honestly, my favorite builds are light on conjuration. Like, one of my favorite builds of all time is just translocation only. You do get a few minions out of it, but I love teleporting around infinitely, generating more casts as I go. All right. Why did I come here? Right, I wanted Helm of Hexes. Never victoried, so we just need Mystic Power and Hate Bolts. If we could grab both of those before the end and win, we'll be done. I won't have to worry about this filter ever again. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see. I like Finger 6, but only because I am thinking about grabbing Violent Warp. Hate Bolt? I like it. I have complicated emotions when it comes to Hate Bolts. Anyway. Welcome to Rift Wizard 2. Let me break it down for you if you've never seen this game before. It's rather simple. Basically, you have a spellbook. There are 4 pages of increasingly expensive spells. Every floor there are a certain number of spell points. I'm at floor 17 is the next floor, and you can see we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spell points on these floors. On the first few floors, you get like 2 spell points per floor, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. What I like about Rift Wizard is you can plan an entire run before you ever start the run, because the spell book is always available to you, and the skill book is always available to you. So you can think to yourself, like, I want to build around, we'll say Blink. So you know you're going to need 3 spell points to get Blink, and then these are the upgrades you could do for Blink. So you could go, oh, Thunder Blink is a lightning spell, and it has a number of targets tag on it. So you could do Blink, upgrade it to the lightning upgrade, and then you can go into your skills, sort by translocation, and upgrade it so every time you teleport, you summon little storm trolls that fight for you. You spawn spider webs, and if you cast a spell on the spider web, it doesn't use a charge of the spell. Glitter Dance, every 2 casts, you get another cast for free. So, like, you could build around all of this stuff and some of the lightning things so that you basically can teleport every turn without worrying about running out of casts, and every time you do it, you're doing damage. Every time you do it, you're generating little minions that could also do damage. So you could plan that all out before you even start the run, and then during the run, you kind of look for pets that could help you, or spells for free out of scrolls like that, or trinkets and equipment, like hats and armor and wands that will synergize with your builds. A roguelike for rocket scientists. What I really wish for is a filter that includes the sub-spell tags. Yes, there is a website called Armchair Wizard, where it does let you sort by that. And I can tell you that in Rift Wizard 3, the search mechanics are way more robust. 3 is not out yet, but it will be coming out in a few months into early access. And it is very good in the sorting and searching categories. It's one of those roguelikes that you sit down and you play it, and you get a little better, and then you play it again, you get even better, and you get better, and you get better, and you get better. There's also a lot of built-in challenge runs you could do called Archmage Trials. I wonder what a certain streamer would do this, but won't advertise their name. Is it Alias? I've been trying to get Alias to play this game for ages. I think Alias would really have fun with Rift Wizards. Equipment-wise, again, Finger 6 is a little tempting. Yeah, he's running a tournament today. And again, I would have won that tournament if he didn't cheat and schedule it while I was asleep. He knew I was going to win. That's why. Ah. Then I probably don't know them. I never really watched too much StarCraft. I enjoyed StarCraft. Never really got too much into the 2, though. Just gotta be like, hey, check out this game, and just like link them. Just keep on linking them to Rift Wizard. No walls here, which is kind of a problem. A health potion would be nice. I think maybe I'm gonna prioritize this one. Power overwhelming. Yeah, I would like to go here. So, what we're doing right now is we're previewing the next level. And I can see there are going to be enemies in here that are immune to fire damage and immune to dark damage, which means if I took hate bolts right now, they would do nothing. We got a Chaos Knight, resistance not all the way, but largely 75% to physical, fire, and lightning. The Chaos stuff. Some slimy red octopus. Sorry, slimy red cyclops. The letters for octopus are there. So, like, this is a floor with enemies that I'm okay fighting. Especially, again, like, cyclopses, they require wide open floors to swat enemies and allies with their giant baseball bats. It's a very narrow, tight level. They won't be able to hit me very easily. So I'm going to spawn in down here. You know, I'm gonna spawn in right here. And then I'll disperse that guy. Oh no! I sent my Fey Queen spawner up there. That's bad for my Fey Queen spawner. Anyway, every time I cast Gates of Helheim, you're gonna see it light up. I use the number keys, so I don't click on them. But you'll see, that's what's lighting up, that's the spell I'm casting. If I cast it, we generated a spawner right here. And I'm just gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna pump him out. I just shot that man because he got too close to my operations. So I'm just seeding the level with spawners that work for me. And the enemies are getting distracted by them, they're attacking them. Which is kind of the point. The more time they spend fighting that nonsense, the less time they spend looking for and trying to fight me. You got it. Be a better gamer. 2 Leaves and a Bud Tea Garden Simulator. God, we've played some weird games. What's the #1 spell you've killed yourself with? I have killed myself with many a spell in this game. Hate Bolts is up there. It is up there. Let me think. Alright, let's Nightly Oath to keep me safe. Get a little squad. Go get him, boys. Do summons killing me count? Yeah, Arcane Combustion killed me a lot, but that's a skill, not a spell. Hate Bolts has gotten me quite a few times. A lot of equipment, a lot of the Cursed Dolls have gotten me killed quite a few times. Ooh! I think Blue's right. I think the spell that has gotten me killed the most is Siege Golems. These bastards love to shoot me. I don't know why. It's their hobby. They could shoot bad guys, they shoot me instead. I'm pretty sure Siege Golems is the winner for a spell that has gotten me killed the most. And when it comes to summons killing you, I'm gonna guess it's the Chimeras. Chimeras love to cast your spells and hit you with them. Alright, I'm going to Mystic Memory and see if we can get some cast back of Helheim. So I'm just gonna meditate and hope that my army keeps me safe. So far, so good. There we go, Mystic Memory again. We basically have to push through this hallway to get to here. Although we have clay minions, they can actually eat through the wall to get there. Which I think is what's about to happen with this guy. Yeah, he's doing it. He only has a few turns left, but he can make progress. Yeah, go get him. Clay spawner. Why are you not spawning clay boys? Cloud upgraded Annihilation. Tried to make this work too often. Oh, here we go, here we go. Crack through the wall. Yeah, all right. They're screwed. Weirdly, a lot of my clay spawners are not spawning clay minions. I guess they're not close enough to walls for them to actually get the benefit. Still nice, though. It keeps the spawners healthy. Okay. 7 spell points. Reroll. You know, I should just look at the floors at this point. We're at 275 health. I don't need things outside of an arcane accelerator. So, like, I don't need to re-roll aggressively for it. I can just look for floors that are good for us. Like, this ain't too bad. Let's look at the resistances of the things in there. Not fully resistant to dark and lightning. Alright, storm fiends are annoying. So it's really just storm fiends that are wrecking the plan up here. And how many of them are there? A lot. A lot. And over here, also storm fiends. How nice. However, as far as... Wait, are you a construct? No, you don't count as constructs. Glass cockatrices. There's a Chronos on this one. Like, Storm Fiends are a bummer, but we can still get them through the physical damage that we get via the sonic shielding we built into our minions. Storm Knight Spawner. This is a fairly defensible little chunk here, though. I kind of dig it. I think I'll take one of the Storm Fiend spawners for myself. Start spawning. Disperse some problems. I want to keep my clay fairy spawner here if possible. There we go. Storm Knight, you don't work for me. Yeah, I need to get up there and deal with that problem as well. Protect it! Get out of here. Alright, that's all of that. Blink. Disperse. And now I just want to meditate and do it again. Nightly Oath, get my boys out here. Get 'em, boys! I'll be in my goon cavern, meditating. Alright, we've hit like critical mass on evil fairies healing. To the goon box! And one more mystic memory. It's a war of attrition we're running here, basically. I'm not. I'm saying my wizard, he went to the Goon Caverns. I don't have a Goon Cavern. You would self-identify as a non-gooner? I'm gonna play the Uno reverse card and require you to answer that question before me. May the jury recall a recent stream item. Do dinosaurs with the double D's? If I understand the term, I'm very much a gooner. I don't know if I understand the term. Nah, I like my hat. I was gonna say, like, I think if I understand it, Fey Bone Shambling Megalith. There are scant few minions as perfect for what we're doing as that. Copper Fiends are horrible for us. Like, I self-identify as a pervert. I don't know if I self-identify as a gooner. I'm pretty sure that requires you to lock yourself into a darkened room and just masturbate for hours on end. It's like... I thought it was just being a pervert. Like, that's the fun way to think about that. But yeah, I think proper definition is you gotta be in there just like hacking away at it for hours on end. Like, I think I'm gonna do this floor just because I want a thing that's going to gain shields constantly and split into a million copies. Yeah, that has to be good. That's too good to pass up. That's how you know you're doing it right. Once you hit the calloused PP stage, you know you're done. This may have been a suicidal destination we have chosen here. But that one minion is so worth it that I'm willing to risk it. Risk it all! Oh god, is that a death chiller? No! I didn't know there was a death chiller here, no! I'm sorry. I want to go home, I don't want to be here, I didn't know there was a fucking death chiller. Either way, that megalith's gonna do some work for us. $95. $84. Alright, we're gonna heal here. Not that I necessarily understand what's doing damage to me. I'm gonna blame the death chiller. History's scariest enemy. Thankfully, the megalith is keeping him company. I think I'll use my emergency teleporter here. Like, it's a arcade one, so it has shields too. Like, it's just too good to pass up. That death chiller, though, is so scary. Fleshbound, no less. Like, this is coming along nicely out here, except for all these void slimes that don't work for me. Slimy Fey Queens, that's a bummer. But, like, all of this is excellent. Very good stuff. They all get little shields. I have a little setup coming together. What's it fleshbound with? At this point, I don't think anything. Its two little buddies are dead. I think we're gonna mana potion. Right, there's artists on the floor. No wonder I was taking damage without understanding why. They're chain lightning. Is the Death Chiller dead? I think we got him. So the scariest thing on the floor is gone. I'm feeling a lot better now. I would like to hang out up here somewhere. But after I've finished all my Hellheiming. Those arcane slimes are a bother. Yeah, from here, I'd be able to Aether Dagger a lot of problems away. Aether Dagger! Okay. One spell point. Okay, gotta heal. Man, I really gotta get some health potions. Oh, I am not winning this particular fight right now, am I? God damn. All of this is their force. I have one spawner on my side? What happened, guys? MacLeod is suicidal. These bastards. Slimy Fey Queens ruined everything. I should not have come here. Even the minion I was like, it's so worth coming here for, is dead already. It's gone. Once again, the greed was overwhelming and it cost me everything. Not that it's over yet, but it's pretty over. I can have 4 spell points total. What are you doing in there? Alright, that helps. I've got to try and teleport aggressively to the other side of the world. Throw a lot of enemy fire. Prince of Ruin is something I should have taken, and I did not. That's gonna cost me. Fight! Come on, people! Oh, they're able to see me. My poor little gates, they can't sustain. It's over. MacLeod, protect me! God damn it. Did we buy enough time for Krath and Super Hobbit? Well, Krath, yes, but I don't know about Super Hobbit. Don't think Super Hobbit's ready yet. I didn't buy enough time. Well, let's post-mortem this disaster. I like Gates of Helheim, but we didn't find the one item that really makes it shine, which is Arcane Accelerator. The problem with trying to build a run around these gentlemen is you're randomly spawning these defenseless little buildings around a level, which means the enemies are going to bum rush and try to kill them. And you can only cast 1 per turn. So if you have like a nice safe spot to spawn, you can kind of take the time to set it up, foster an area. Like we chose this zone and we really built it up and moved out from there. So we had a good system going, like we knew what we were doing. The problem came when we broke from that plan. Like we had a plan, we had a style, it was working. And then on this floor, we got greedy. The game said, hey, would you like a Fey Megalith? Which is like just the perfect minion for what we're doing. However, we're on a floor with A. We got Lightning Artists, which means the more minions on the floor, it easier is for you to take damage. Chain Lightning will jump between all the things until it hits you. So these guys are able to hit us pretty much from anywhere on the map, so we're just constantly losing life. A Death Chiller is terrifying. Like, if we're in the vicinity of him when we're killing things, we just take a billion damage and can die. The real big problem, though, even more so than having dudes that are immune to lightning and dark, because, like, we can get around that, is these bastards. These bastards right here. They are generating so many healing fairies that everything else just can't die. Yeah, Fey Queens are the problem. Like, they're the reason why we lost. We could have overcome. We could have persevered, but because of them, just couldn't do it. GameCube level, it really is the GameCube logo. Had I just been like, nah, we would have been fine. Golden Skulls heal, but not nearly at a rate that the stupid fairies do. Because each of these things is spawning like 3 fairies that all heal a good amount. If it were just the skulls, wouldn't have even noticed them. We would outpace their healing super easy. But those stupid evil fairies, god damn it. This was looking pretty good. Had I just ignored this floor and went somewhere else, I think we would have been okay. But really, we need Arcane Accelerator. We need that so we can pump out our minions way faster. Arcane Accelerator cuts the spawn time in half of our spawners. Technically, it's every minion does its abilities twice as fast. Like, it cuts cooldowns in half. But we didn't have one of those. So our spawners were trickling things out, and everything was basically immortal as far as the game's concerned. Just super healthy. Doesn't help that these guys each spawn these little jerks, and they're all being healed by these goddamn fairies. It was impossible. Like, we couldn't have done this. Had I had a couple of tools in the items belt, maybe, but we didn't have those, sadly. Alas. Jesus. Yeah, it was pretty rough. Pretty rough. Huh. Like, we're in the general ballpark of when Super Hobbit will be available. I just don't know how much longer. Yeah, no, the queens were also slimy, which means they're healing past even, like, their little buddies healing them. They have the healing rate of a slimed enemy. I think overall I'm happy that Rift Wizard 3 is doing away with the, like, modifier thing for enemies, making enemies feel more bespoke. It was fun in 2. Like, it's neat running into. Quick demo? Yeah. The thing, what I'm trying to keep in mind is when Super Hobbit says Super Hobbit is going to be ready at X, you need to take X and add the Super Hobbit late factor to it. So, like, really, we have, like, probably another 45 minutes. That's probably closer to the truth. So maybe we'll do, like, a 9 Kings run. Because Rift Wizard, like, that's bare minimum we need. We need, like, an hour, especially if we're doing these kind of runs. But we can do a little 9 Kings while we wait. When me and the boys used to play heavily, we were waiting on one of the boys. All the other boys would open up Steam and send them 3s as fast as possible. 3 enter, 3 enter, 3 enter. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Anyway, it was still a fun run. We're gonna try this general run again in the not too distant future. Like, if not today, sometime this week, because I do want to finish my never victoried list. We're down to 5 spells. I want to be done. What do you think of the art style change? I really like the rough look of it. Like, everything is drawn in ancient scroll. I love Love the new design. I think Coop's knocked out of the park with 3's art style. Kings, 9 of them. Yeah, 9 of those kings. All right, I'm gonna go restroom and refill my water bottle. BRB.